Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Georgia and today I'm going to be watching episode 10 of Never Let Me Go. So anyone else still reeling over last week's ep? Because same. On the bright side, I don't think this ep could possibly be as hard hitting as last week, so there is that. I also don't really think we're going to see Palm in this episode. I think Palm will only be in dream sequences or flashbacks, or both. Because I think a lot of it is going to be centered on Nueng and his new, his new role as the leader of the company. It feels like a whirlwind, really, just thinking back to everything that happened. Thinking back as if I wasn't watching Nueng's monologue literally last night. Truly, truly painful and sad in every sense of the word, but a banging episode. I'm quite excited now that we're getting back to the real world. I like that the show has been split into arcs. Like, it started off with a lot of the school stuff, then it was the island getaway, and now it is the business side of things, the final fight. I've enjoyed every segment, and like, they had their time on the beach, but it couldn't last forever. So now we're getting back into the real world, and this will be the true test as to how much Nueng has grown and how he can handle things. Because he just wandered back in his house. He just went straight back. Like, literally could have just walked in his front door and got shot if his uncle was waiting there for him or something. Although, I don't know, because I don't think Kit would just shoot him. Because especially if Nueng is back leading the business, he's not just gonna shoot him, is he? So I don't really know what his game is here. Like, is he still gonna have his men, like, watching Nueng to kill him? Is it even his men? Like, everyone thinks it is, but I feel like there might be some plot twist coming around the corner where it is someone else, like Pum's dad. Although he was getting the blame put on him, wasn't he? They said it was, the police said to Palm's dad that it was someone whose business contract got cut off by Nueng's family, so I think maybe they're pinning it on him. It felt like it was a bit too obvious to be the uncle, but then maybe that is a double bluff, like no one suspects him because we think it's too obvious. And I was also going off at Chopper a bit last episode when Ben pointed out that he should have rung the police on his dad, and I do understand from his perspective, like, he must be terrified of his father too, or, well, he is. He must be scared of him. Ben, I know his dad isn't doing this level of extreme, but Ben finds it hard to stand up to his father, so why should Chopper be any different? They're the same age. They both have alpha, dangerous fathers that they can't stand up to. Why is Chopper expected to do that? I sound like a hypocrite now because I was telling him last episode to call the police, but I get it. He's only 18, 17, and when your father is a murderer, it's hard to stand up to them because you could get killed. We're going to be delving right back in the deep end with this now with all the family members, so let's prepare ourselves. Oh.
กูสั่งเบียร์เพิ่มให้แล้วนะ
ขอบคุณครับ
This is prior to the drug ordering, right?
เขาคงภูมิใจในตัวมึงมากเลย
คนอย่างผมนี่มีอะไรให้น่าภูมิใจหรอคุณหนึ่งผมปกป้องใจไม่ได้เลย
You've protected Nueng so many times.
ถ้าไม่มีมึงกูคงตายไปตั้งแต่หน้าบ้านแล้วดูแลกูได้ดีเท่ามึงไม่ได้อีกแล้วอะแต่มึงต้องคิดถึงตัวเองบ้างนะให้มึงเพิ่งตาย
He's planting the seed here.
ว่ากูสำคัญขนาดนั้นน่ะ
You're all he has left, Nueng.
ไม่มีคุณหนึ่งไงครับ
กูยังอยากเห็นมึงทำตามความฝันมึงอยู่นะ
Palm doesn't have any dreams, though.
คุณหนึ่งอยู่กับผมก่อนได้ไหมครับ
Me and Palm literally pulling the same face. Not this song again. Seriously? Truly was Palm's turn to be comforted that night. Long hard look in the mirror before he becomes a changed man. Me. Is next episode going to be you and the final episode will be us? Who suits this look so well? He doesn't need no translator.
请问你是哪位？
I am the leader of Kiash Committee.
也是酒店唯一的合法。
The side eye. He doesn't even know what he's saying, but I'm sure he can take a guess.
เฮ้ยถ้ามันอันตรายขนาดนี้ทำไมหนึ่งไม่มาหาอาล่ะ
Oh, come
อา
off
ช่วย
it.
ดูแลหนึ่งได้นะเราเป็นครอบครัวเดียวกัน
ผมกลัวรบกวนอาครับ
So funny the way they act so amicable with each other.
หลังจากนี้อาไม่ต้องมาทำงานที่โรงแรมแล้วก็ได้นะครับ ผมเกรงใจ
two people telling him this now.
แล้วถ้าหนึ่งทำมันพังขึ้นมาเกียรติตระกูลเมธีจะไม่เหลืออะไรเลยนะ
ผมรู้ครับ แต่ผมก็อยากลอง ถ้าผมจะทำพัง ก็ไม่เป็นไร แต่ถ้าคนอื่นทำพังอะผมไม่ปล่อยไว้แน่
I hope he's low-key scared. He just looks angry. God, the outfits are serving this up. First time he's seen her in how long?
หนึ่งคิดถึงแม่มากเลยอะหนึ่งไม่เหลือใครอีกแล้วอะหนึ่งอยู่คนเดียวเหงามากเลยอะ
Oh, Nueng.
แม่นอนให้หายดีก่อนแล้วค่อยฟื้นนะ
Don't worry, I'm sure Palm will come back because he ain't leaving you alone. If this show decides to kill off the women characters, I'll be pissed. Sometimes you really just need a hug from your mom. No, don't do this, Nueng! Everyone that lived in that house isn't here anymore. The jersey. 1 + 3 = 4 = dead. I will never forget that. Palm was so proud of that jersey. It had his name on it.
ดีครับ แต่ว่าพอเครื่องซักผ้าเสียก็เลยต้องมาใช้มือแบบเนี้ย
ทำไม กูจะใส่เสื้อแฟนกูไม่ได้อะมีกลิ่นมึงด้วยนะ
Oh, he's gonna be sniffing the jersey, isn't he?
เหมือนกับว่าเราได้อยู่ใกล้กับคนที่เรารัก แล้วมันทำให้ปลอดภัย มันก็จะผลิตสารอะไรประมาณนั้นอะ
Oh, stop it. I don't need to see this. Not when it's gonna pan to Nueng laying on Palm's bed, sniffing his jersey.
นี่มึงแอบดมกูเหรอ
ก็กินคนหนึ่งอะทำให้ผมหายเครียดได้เหมือนกันนะ
ได้
Do you imagine if Palm is there, like sniffing Nueng's bracelet?
คุณเนทีเพื่อน
The memories remain. We only need our hearts to survive. Never let me go. Why are you trying to rip it out? I like that they're still giving us glimpses of moments that happened that we didn't even know about. Because obviously we don't see the whole journey in that time away, and they spent a lot of time together. There were so many moments that we obviously haven't seen, and showing them like this is just mean. Chopper looks so happy to see him, and Nueng is certainly not.
ตอนมึงหายไปอะกูเป็นห่วงมึงนะเว้ย กูลูกพี่ลูกน้องนะ
หรอ กูนึกว่ามึงจะผิดหวังซะอีก
ทำไมมึงพูดแบบนี้
He said so many times that he doesn't have a problem with him.
หวังดีกับมึงนะเว้ย แล้วไม่ว่าพ่อกูจะทำอะไรอะกูพยายามห้ามเขาแล้วนะ
ควรที่จะหยุดพ่อมึงเนี่ยแหละเขามีความคิดที่จะฆ่าแม่กูแล้วเท่ากับมึงสมรู้ร่วมคิดกับพ่อมึง
I get it from Nueng's point of view, but my mind has been awakened now. Because when it comes to life and death, you would think, come on, just report them. But he didn't actually know of his plans beforehand, did he? He suspected him after the fact, but he didn't know that he was planning an attack on them. Chopper looked so happy to see him, and then he just got it thrown back in his face. He defended himself though. He has said so many times how the conflict is only between their parents and he doesn't have a problem with Nueng and he is on Nueng's side. I feel like this show really proves how children cannot change what parents do. No one has been able to stand up to their parents. Not Palm to his dad, not Ben to his dad, not Chopper to his dad. Just because Chopper's dad is the worst, it doesn't automatically mean that he is bad too. It just means that he's the scariest one to try and go against because of how dangerous he is. I've said it from the very beginning, I really hope Chopper comes into play when it comes to saving the day. But I don't really know what saving the day means in this case. I don't know. This whole time I've been worrying about how it's going to end between Palm and Nueng. How is it going to end on the business side of things? Like, what is going to happen? I assume Uncle Kit has to die, right? That's like the easy way out. I think the most satisfying would be for him to go to jail. He's been responsible for so much stuff, but then he has those ties to the police. They need to find like concrete evidence and an officer that isn't corrupt, which can be quite difficult. Nung can swim better now. Another thing that's
Nung.
changed. Oh, what are you doing here? Go away.
ตอนเนี้ยพ่อกูถูกกล่าวหาเป็นคนสั่งยิงพ่อมึงแม่มึง
It is put
บ้าน
on
กู
him.
เดือดร้อนมาก แต่มึงรู้ใช่ไหม
You're only apologising because you want him to get you out of it.
ถ้ามึงไม่ตกเป็นเหยื่อ มึงจะไม่เข้าใจกูเลยใช่ไหม
Yeah, you tell
ถ้า
him.
มึงไม่โดนแกล้ง มึงจะไม่มีวันมาขอโทษกูเลยใช่ไหม
ด้วยนายหนึ่งกูขอร้องอ่ะ ให้กูกราบมึงก็ได้
Nung will do it because he knows it wasn't him, and he's only doing it because it's fair, not because he forgives him, right?
ห่วงเขาไม่ติดคุกแน่นอน ยังไงกูก็จะเอาผิดกับคนที่ทำร้ายครอบครัวกู กูยกโทษให้มึงได้ แต่คราวหลังอ่ะ อย่ารอให้ตัวเองตกเป็นเหยื่อก่อน ถึงจะรู้ว่าการบูลลี่อ่ะมันไม่ควรทำ
Better person than I am. I wouldn't have forgiven him, that's for sure.
แล้วคุณหนึ่งล่ะครับ
Oh.
รู้สึกไงกับผม
Oh! No!
กูไม่เคยรักใครหรอกนะ
That was only 2 episodes ago he was unsure, and now look at him. He's all in. Well, all out. All out because he's all in.
เวลากูหลับ ขอให้ปาล์มปลอดภัย ขอให้พวกเราปลอดภัย
Yeah, that didn't age well. Palm's shadow is looming over him.
ปาล์ม
I feel like Palm has worn that shirt
ข
before
อโทษ
though.
ครับ ถ้าคนผิด
Nueng, how could you ever think that either of you could live without the other? Look at you.
คุณหนึ่งแน่ใจใช่ไหมครับว่าจะเรียนขับมอเตอร์ไซค์จริงๆอะ
แน่ใจสิ เวลาไปไหนมา
Oh,
ไหน
this
จะได้สะดวก
actually happened. I thought this must be Nueng's imagination because I didn't think he could ride one.
และอีกอย่างเวลาไปตลาดตอนเช้านะ กูจะได้ไม่ต้องปลุกมึง แล้วก็ถ้ากูจะไปหาดกูก็ไปคนเดียวได้
Is that how he got to the island that one day he tried to get a job? Did he ride himself there?
ยิ้มอ่ะ ยิ้มยิ้ม
That's always the tactic. Palm will do that. He'll take that to the advantage.
ผมว่าคุณหนึ่งขี่มอเตอร์ไซค์เองก็ดีเหมือนกันนะครับ จะได้หาเรื่องเกาะกินตลอดเวลา
I knew he was gonna say
ใช่ไหม
that.
เดี๋ยวก็พาลูก
Yeah. He's doing so well though. Is it that he... Look at Palm! A brave man. Did he actually just sit there and daydream for like 3 minutes and then tell them to move?
มึงมีอะไรมึงก็ว่ามา ไม่ต้องห่วงเรื่องกู
Human emotions are very complex now.
มึงมาขอโทษเพื่อมาขอโทษกู หรือเพื่อตัวเอง
ความรู้สึกของกูที่มีให้มึงตอนนั้นมัน
At the time.
แต่เพราะความขี้ขลาดของกูเว้ยที่ทำให้กูทำสิ่งแย่ๆลงไป
มึงคือคนเหี้ยคนหนึ่ง มึงทำให้กูไม่ไว้ใจใครที่เข้ามาดีกับกูอีกเลย
Come on, you can't forgive Palm and not Ben.
แต่อยากให้รู้ว่า
But
Well,
Ben
what's
he
the truth
trusted.
indeed?
I get it.
กูสามารถทำให้มึง เพื่อทดแทนสิ่งเหี้ยๆที่กูทำกับมึงไว้อะมึงบอกกูได้เลยนะเว้ย
His eyes are very sincere.
เปลี่ยนไปเยอะนะ
Say that for sure.
แต่ยังไงกูก็ดีใจที่มึงกลับมานะ
I think he can see that he's being real there.
พ่อไม่มีสิทธิ์ไปโกรธมันด้วยซ้ำอะผมขอได้ไหมครับ พ่ออย่าไปยุ่งกับมันได้ไหมอะ
He is trying.
อยากให้กูหยุดใช่ไหม มึงก็ไปบอกมันให้เซ็นมอบทุกอย่างให้กูดิ
Why do you
รู้
deserve
มันเป็น
it?
ไปไม่ได้อะครับ
ก็จะได้รู้กันไปว่าคนอย่างกูจะแพ้เด็กง่อยๆอย่างมัน
It's in the will and testament. You can't really change it. Just let it be. Blame your brother.
พี่ว่ามันน่าภูมิใจมากอะครับ ที่มีพ่อโลภอยากได้ของคนอื่นทุกอย่าง พ่อคิดว่าผมจะเดินไปบอกเลยว่าพ่อผมเป็นฆาตกรอะ
I love Chopper. I love Chopper. Look at him. He is still fighting back. Like, he may not have called the police, but he is doing things that he can. He's standing up to him, which is nothing that any of the others have been able to do. Even though everyone has turned against him, like Ben and Nueng, they're both painting him out to be a bad guy. He's the complete opposite of that. He's always fought for Nueng. He's always fought Nueng's corner. He's always tried to convince his dad not to do this and that it is Nueng's right to be the leader of the business. No matter how many times people turn on him, he just continues to do that because he's so genuine and so kind. Chopper just continues to steal my heart.
หาทนายเก่งมาให้แล้วไอ้นี่เอาตัวรอดได้
Oh God
อยากให้
no.
ปามันอยู่ใกล้ๆคนหนึ่งเอาไว้จะดีกว่านะครับ
Join the club, mister. He could suffer a life in jail. I hope the Palm's dad doubters can put their minds at rest now, honestly. Like, this man is so down for this family. If there is a double cross to do with him, I will be utterly gobsmacked at this point. I wonder if he will end up making this room that he wanted.
เด็กชาวเลจับ
Where it
ปลา
all
ไปวันๆ
started. Converse. Did he call him here? Oh, look at his face. Stop! Not this song. Oh. Did he call him or did he just find him? If he found him, oh my god. I was wrong. I thought Palm would not be back until like the next episode. They reunited where it all started. Oh, so poetic. Oh, he looks so sad and limp. This whole episode he has looked like the alpha male. Now look at him. He looks like a little boy who he truly is. Oh. How is that body language and the way that Poon has just completely transformed him from posture and a facial expression is incredible. He was wearing that suit earlier, like in the last scene with Palm's father. He looked like, you know, the heir, the boss, and now he looks like a 12-year-old lumped in a suit. Oh god, not the waterworks already.
คุณหนึ่งทิ้งผมได้ยังไงอะ
กูไม่อยากทำให้ใครเดือดร้อนอีกแล้ว พ่อมึง แม่มึงเลี้ยงชีวิตของมึงเถอะปาล์ม
แต่ชีวิตของผมก็คือคุณหนึ่งไง
Really underestimating your importance there, Nueng.
เราเคยทำทุกอย่างด้วยกันมาเนี่ย มันไม่เคยมีความหมายเลยใช่ไหม
มันมีความหมายกับกูมากคือช่วงชีวิตที่ดีที่สุดของกู
Oh.
กูอยากให้มึงมีชีวิตต่อ กูอยากให้มึงมีความสุข
แต่ความสุขของผมอะก็คือการที่ได้อยู่กับคุณหนึ่งไง ปล่อยให้คุณหนึ่งจัดการเรื่องนี้คนเดียวไม่ได้หรอกครับ คนที่มันทำกับเราสองคนแบบเนี้ยมันต้องรับผิดชอบ เราก็ต้องสู้ด้วยกัน
Oh, this scene was in the trailer, wasn't it?
ถ้าเราจะตาย
We're going to die together.
เราก็ต้องตายด้วยกัน
It's the only way either of you can be happy. Oh! I just love that Palm knew where to find him as well. Oh no. Is that an artsy camera angle or did someone just see them?
มาถึงนานยัง
ก็ประมาณ2 อาทิตย์แล้วครับ
2 weeks?
แล้วมึงรู้ได้ไงว่ากูอยู่ที่ตึก
Oh, he's been following him, hasn't he?
ก็ผมตามดูคุณหนึ่งอยู่ตลอดนี่ครับ
Stalker. Oh no, he is still employed technically, so you know. Oh my god, he saw that. Oh yeah, he's so miserable. Palm is smiling. I'm happy.
ผมว่านะคงไม่มีใครดูแลคุณหนึ่งได้ดีเท่าผมหรอกครับ
มึงเนี่ยแหละ ต้องอยู่นิ่งๆ อย่าเพิ่งออกไปไหน
Palm is not listening. Look at his eyes. They're just wandering all over his face.
กูกลับละ
คุณหนึ่งครับ
Excuse me. I don't think so.
กลับบ้านไง
What? To an empty house on your own,
กลับ
as
บ้าน
if?
ไปอะคุณหนึ่งก็อยู่คนเดียวเปล่าๆอะ
You don't need the jersey anymore when the real thing is right here.
อยากกอดคุณหนึ่งเหมือนตอนที่เรากอดกันบนเกาะครับ
Parallels to episode? The gun on the nightstand.
แต่สำหรับกูอะแม่แหม่มเขาเป็นพยานคนเดียว ที่รู้ว่าความรักเราเป็นจริงนะ
ก็เพราะแม่เหมือนกันครับ ที่ทำให้ผมกล้าบอกความรู้สึกกับคุณหนึ่งอะ
Let's not go back here.
นี่เราไม่ได้อยู่ด้วยกันที่เกาะแล้วอะเรายังเป็นแฟนกันอยู่ไหมครับ
I mean, he's got to ask, right?
ใจผมอะก็อยู่ตรงนี้ไงครับ
Cute.
งั้นไม่ว่าเราจะอยู่ที่ไหนบนโลกครับเราก็เป็นแฟนกัน
Oh, happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
เราจะเจอเฮียอะไรอีกวะปาง
Palm's just ignoring that. That's a mood. Nueng still looks worried, but low-key the happiest he's been all up. They're so different. No. Don't know who you are, but you're dressed in black, so it can't be good. How many times is Nueng gonna get outed in this show? They know that Palm is back in town. What was I saying? Oh yeah, they're so different. Nueng really like thinks about the future and tries to plan ahead, whereas Palm is the complete opposite. He's a very much live in the moment person because his whole life has been just living, I guess. Like he worked a job where he was just working to make ends meet and just thinking that was what he was going to be doing forever, rather than thinking about what's to come. You never know what's going to happen. Like I doubt if he thought about the future he would have ever guessed that he was going to end up being the bodyguard for the heir to a hotel business. Like, no one had that on their bingo card. As if! Don't even try and pretend I'm never believing that. As if. Why is that what he's doing? Why has Kit tried to get Palm on his side and do that? Is he threatening him with his dad's life or his own life? I don't really know how that's all gonna go down, but there's no way any of that is happening. If Palm killed Nueng's mum and not Nueng, Nueng would never forgive him. And he wouldn't kill Nueng's mum anyway. There's no way. We don't really know anything of what's happening next episode though, because I don't believe any of that. None of that is going to happen. It looks like Palm and Nueng are going back to the beach though, which is interesting. Because when Palm is getting kicked, he looked like he was on a fishing boat, which is weird. Did they go back to Mam's place? There are people that still believe that Mam is alive. I'm personally not one of those people. I don't think Palm would have left her. It might just be people wishful thinking or memeing, but if there are people that genuinely think that, I don't want you to get your hopes up, because I don't think she could be. Palm wouldn't have just left her there dying when he'd killed the other two men, you know? Much happier end to the episode than I was expecting. I truly didn't think Palm was going to show up. I thought it would be next step when we get Palm back. I like seeing the contrast between Nueng being the alpha male, the big boss to the throne. It's not a throne, but you know, showing that he is capable of being the cold, ruthless leader, but also still being the vulnerable, sad boy that longs for a different life, like crying on the bed and then crying in the room that he was supposed to build. He was trying so hard to be the perfect businessman, but he's so unhappy. Palm and Nueng really both underestimated their importance to one another. Nueng was saying, just move on, live a happy life without me. Just move on, go and live a happy life. I'll give you whatever money you need. And then Palm is asking whether all their times meant nothing to him. They both love each other so deeply and they think the other can't possibly match that, but they do in spades. And I saw, oh my god, it triggered me a bit. I saw someone say the other day they're dropping Never Let Me Go because they don't believe that the characters actually are in love with each other. I know media is subjective, but how? How can you not see that? Palm has been in love since Ep 1. How can you not see their mutual love for each other, especially over those island episodes? Never Let Me Go is weird because it seems to do pretty well in terms of views. Like, I'm pretty sure it gets more views than My School President, but a lot less people are talking about it. Very odd, because it's doing well numbers-wise, but not, like, socially. I don't see Never Let Me Go trending anywhere near as much as I see My School President trending. My School President is trending like all week through, whereas Never Let Me Go is like, I feel like it's underrated, but because the views do well, it can't be underrated. That's the curse. The thing is, we've got Never Let Me Go and My School President airing at the same time, and they're both amazing. Don't ask me to pick a favourite, I can't. And then whichever is coming next, does anyone have idea what is coming next after My School President and Never Let Me Go? And now Moonlight Chicken has started as well. I won't be starting that yet for anyone that's already asked or going to ask. I can't start it yet. I have too many shows that I'm watching at the moment. And I'm assuming that's going to be good because it's by P-Off. So that would be three really good shows airing at the same time. Then after that, and also there's The Warp Effect as well, which again, if you're not watching, watch it. That's an amazing show every day of the week. Next, whatever comes next, I feel like it's going to be a dud. All the shows I'm watching at the moment with Never Let Me Go, My School President and The Warp Effect, they're all so amazing and heartfelt and well written. The next ones might end up falling flat because they're gonna inevitably get compared. They're gonna be like, oh, I missed My School President airing on Friday, and the new show probably won't get as much hype. But yeah, that's the problem. When so many good shows are airing at once, the hype can get like taken by one. Like My School President is doing so well at the moment. So many people are talking about it, and it deserves the hype because it is amazing, and Gemini and Fourth are killing it, and all the characters are. But you know, Never Let Me Go, it deserves more, I think. Again, I'm not picking favourites here because I love both to absolute pieces, but Never Let Me Go gets slept on more, and I don't like to see it because I think it's just as good. It's very different, and I can see why the genre wouldn't be for everyone because it's quite hard-hitting. My School President can be too, and Never Let Me Go has its comedic moments. Anyway, back to the episode. Chopper Chopper, I can't say Chopper was the MVP of this episode because Nueng killed it, but like, he's just continuing to prove why he is one of the best characters. Staying true to himself, staying true to what he believes in the whole way through, even though people doubt him and like leaving him. At the moment he has no one, and yet he's still standing up to his dad as much as he can because he believes what he is doing is wrong. See, I hope that Chopper comes to save the day because I wanted that from the start, because he's been against his father from the start, and so to see him like be the one to betray him, I feel like also would be a big hit for Kit. But then also I kind of don't want him to be the one to do it, because I don't want him to have to do that to prove himself when he should have proven himself so many times already. I don't want that to be the thing that solidifies him as good in everyone's mind, like, oh, you defeated him, you're good now, when his actions so far throughout this whole show have proven how good he is in every sense. And I feel so bad that I doubted him as outing Ben and Nueng that one time. Like, I can't believe it. How could I possibly think that? He ended up like recording the cult for it. He came through there as well. I was a bit nervous about his character at the start because I was thinking, oh, he wasn't in the pilot trailer, they're taking the love triangle away from me. But it's turned out so much better than I expected. Chopper is definitely in my top 3 characters. It's quite hard to rank Palm, Nueng and Chopper, to be honest. But I don't have to choose, so it's fine. 2 episodes to go now. Oh my god. What's even worse about all these shows is they're all ending in the same week. How insane is that? Literally, what week is it? 2 weeks from now, there'll be a whole new roster of shows airing. Monday to Friday, because The Warp Effect, Never Let Me Go, Moonlight Chicken and My School President all end within a week of each other. That is absolute insanity. It's gonna be like such a loss, like this whole massive group of amazing shows being lost at once. Like, oh, most people are gonna be crying every single day of the week because their show's over. 2 episodes left, I can't believe it. I'm so much less nervous now about Palm and Nueng's ending. Like right now, I don't really see how the cow herd thingy can come about. I don't know, they just seem so solid. I don't see how any of these curses can come around unless they were just red herrings and like teasing. But you would think because of how deep the show is, there would be a lot of subtext there, so that would somehow come around. I don't know. Unless Palm has to run away because Kit captures him. Yeah. God, who knows? I'm less nervous for the ending now though than I was at the start of the show and the middle of the show. I don't know, it feels weird to be saying that, but I am. I feel good about it. Nothing can be as bad as Ep 9. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching my reaction to episode 10 of Never Let Me Go. If you want to watch my uncut reactions to Never Let Me Go, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for episode 11. Bye!